Ya, seguimos aquí. Prisioneros. ¿Y si te mato, weón? Ya, tú conmigo, Barrett.
Hey.
Es todo súper de la NASA, pero lo único que me molesta es que es todo muy blanco, weón.
Yes.
¿No te molesta el color? A mí sí.
Okay.
Ya.
Hello.
Buena.
I believe we have something important to discuss.
Disculpa que estaba viendo las pantallas, pues estaba acá en el monitoreo acá, weón. Un knock cualquiera.
Ah, there you are.
Buena.
Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This
Excelente.
is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance. SysDef's nerve center, dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. I do. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. We move quick around here. Better get used to it. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. Fine. Whatever gets the job done. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the Vigilance, and attempting to keep it within your vicinity. When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own.
Creo que será mejor no seguir presionando a este loco. Ya, voy a seguir revisando este centro de operaciones. Hola. Más estoy muy cerca. Sí, a mí también me incomodó, weón. ¿Qué es esto? Cuarto del servidor, metamos mano.
Yes. What?
No, estoy bien. ¿Qué es esto? Ah, una torreta, bien. No creo que sea el mejor lugar para ponerse a disparar.
at the moment, but we'll talk later, okay?
Ah, disculpa, po.
Hello.
Yo si hubiera, bueno, si hubiera llegado un weón a hincharme al lado, yo hubiera respondido algo muy
Excuse me.
parecido. Ya, lo bueno es que tienen cafetera y cafecito. ¡Oh, concha tu madre! ¿Qué pasó con la caja? Fórmulas misteriosas. Vámonos de acá.
Yes?
Hoy la gente. Hoy la gente pesada. Hoy cualquier cafetera, weón. A ver, caleta de weón estresado y angustiado en esta weón. Por eso el negro culiado, perdón, el pelón culiado tan pesado, pues, weón. Y la manera en que nos recluta, weón. Oh. Muelle 1, ¿qué hay en el muelle 1? Estado de la nave, estado ocupado, desautorizado. División no disponible, capitán Alejo, nave Frontier. Estado de la nave operativa. Bien, vamos. Buena, Julio. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Por qué todo es blanco? Seguridad.
Go on. I will do it another way.
Estas son las celdas. Ay, como la celda del Aníbal Lecter, culiado. Está bonito, sí. Cargo Bay. Ya, qué guay quiere esta wea. ¿Me deja pasar? Po, weón. Ah, y ahora se me movió el weón. ¿Qué wea? Al fin era la flaca pesada.
Excuse me.
Ah, chucha, disculpa.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible.
Bueno,
If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood?
la deja. Ah, está prendido, está apagado. Ahí está apagado ya.
Rationalize it however you like, but that evidence is critical to the success of Commander Akande's operation. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. You're damn right I do. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. That's all we're asking. Oh, before you go, there's one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. Yes. Commander Akande mentioned that when he proposed the idea. Lucky you. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed.
Ya, entonces lo que voy a hacer ahora...
Let me know if you need anything else.
Okay, hello.
Ya, lo que quiero hacer ahora primero es ir a dejar los artefactos. Para ver qué pasa.
Pardon.
Y esta weá se ve entretenida. Esta misión se ve entretenida. Buenas, Choromoto, ¿cómo estás? Ah, claro, ahora la weá está abierta.
Go out, stuff fast, and get out of here. I'm anxious to see the stars again.
Sí, weón. Toda esta
Nice to
gente.
see you.
Toda esta gente me estresó de panza, por loco. Ah, era Heller, pero Heller culiado.
Hey, how are you?
Ay, Heller culiado, weón. Siempre hay un weón, siempre hay un weón. Sí, son naves un poquito grandes. Bastante grandes, weón. Eso, pues, chócalo. Esto es Marte, po. Si eso es Marte, eso debería ser Phobos o Deimos. Claro que es Marte. ¿Qué hacemos? Estoy metido. ¿Viste? Phobos. Deimos son tan feos Phobos y Deimos, weón. Hacemos esta weá entonces, hagamos esta weá. ¿Quién viene conmigo? Barrett. Vamos, Sidonia. Nunca se sabe. Se fue Barrett, weón. No me acuerdo haber aterrizado aquí la primera vez, weón. Como que las calles, ya las calles, pues, weón. Así podemos conocer. Podría llegar con viaje rápido, pero lleguemos con viaje rápido. Estamos puro weón. Estamos puro weón. Aquí estoy, esta Sidonia, weón. Hoy la wea pesada, no me deja hacer nada. Ya, ahí sí. Alejo nivel 10, pues choro. Oh.
Living in the ground or caves has been a classic human maneuver since our species branched off.
Sí, pues. Toda la fucking razón.
Before you
Ever been to Aquila? Those security uniforms are way cooler than any.
Oye, ¿han visto al Alberto Mayol y a la...
Sidonia may be rough around the edges, but it is utterly monumental for
y a
humanity.
la inconsecuencia hecha persona? ¿Dónde está? Ah, soy Bowden. Veamos.
If you're here to buy or sell, you might want to talk to Octai. I'm busy. And by sensitive, I'm guessing you mean something you don't want UC security sticking their noses into. I can probably help you with that. What have you got for me? Aurora, huh? Nice. A little too hot to handle, though. What else you got?
Well, hang on there. We haven't even started to negotiate yet.
All I'm going to point at is the ceiling, with my middle finger. Get that stuff out of here before UC security catches on. Of course, if there's a finder's fee you're offering, I might, well, bend the rules a little bit. You know, it's funny. Suddenly, I do remember someone who might be able to unload that stuff for you.
Glad we could put things into perspective.
There's a buddy of mine who runs with the Crimson Fleet. Goes by the name Adler Kemp. If he isn't passed out, you can find him killing the rest of his brain cells at the Broken Spear. Oh, and it's been a pleasure doing business with you.
What's on your mind? Hey, when you're not busy, let's chat. Take this. Enjoy.
Está coqueteando.
I had almost forgotten I picked it up for you. Anyway, I figured you might have a use for it.
Mientras no sea un jabón, todo bien.
It's not a problem. If I see anything on our next expedition to a planet, then I'll hang on to it for you.
Ah, pollo marsala añadido, bien. Mientras no sea jabón para la ducha, todo bien, Barret, todo bien. Aunque lo del pollo puede ser una indirecta.
Unless you're here to serve me another drink, you can turn around and walk away. Hey, why don't you say that a little louder? I don't think every single UC guard in Sidonia heard you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think we can help you with this. If you've got a whole shipment of this stuff, you're going to need to move it fast. But you're going to have to do something for us first. Right down to business! And no small talk. I like it.
That wasn't part of our deal. But I bet you're about to say it's a non-negotiable addendum.
As a matter of fact, yes. Yes, I am. Non-negotiable addendum. I like that. Now listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. I need you to deal with a miner who's racked up a bunch of debt. He probably spent it all on booze, not that I blame him. Either way, I want that money back. Perfect. His name's Carl Fielding. I think you'll find him wandering around the Deimos miners' quarters. Don't worry, you can't miss him. Just look for the most miserable-looking guy in the entire place.
Ay, ay, me metí al water, weón. No, weón, con este loco no voy al baño ni cagando. Ya, este weón me habló de Deimos y por qué me trae la brújula para acá, weón. Sale, mierda. Ya, Barret me protege. Barret es mi pastor. Bien, Planeta Fútbol. No olvidamos nuestros orígenes, bien, bien, bien. Oh, cagó la pelota.
It's not easy living inside.
If you need a quiet spot to think, the community center is a good place.
¿Qué va a explotar?
Something I can help you with? Adler Camp. Who the heck is that? Adler, you said? Nope. I think you have me mixed up with someone else. Look, I'm tired. It's been a long day in the mines. I just want to go home, wash off the dust, and relax. This has been fun, though. Whatever. Hey now. Take it easy there. Let me think about that person you mentioned. Adler, was it? Hmm? Oh, wait. You mean that Adler? Yeah, sorry. I thought you were talking about someone else.
Claro.
I told him I'd pay up next week when Deimos cuts our next profit share check. I'll even bring it to him personally. Hmm? Sound good? Yeah? Come on! Give me a break! What the... Look, I haven't got a single credit to spare right now. Okay? You can't squeeze blood from a stone. You know? Right?
Technically, there are several natural geologic phenomena that can stimulate the blood effect.
What games? Why are you doing this to me? I don't have the money. Sure, I guess I could ask for a 7-day shift. I don't know. Maybe we can work something out. Please, tell Adler I'm sorry for trying to wiggle out of the debt. I didn't have much of a choice.
Stop. No, now isn't the best time. Talk with
Conversando se arreglan todos los problemas.
There are many stories and theories about humans.
As the UC Marines are not responsible for hull damage caused by freight mission.
Menos mal que iba a ir a entregar los artefactos, weón.
Hey, careful around the equipment. Don't let anything.
Have something for me? There, would you look at that? I knew that bum was holding out on me. He going to be a problem anymore? Or did he get the message? Nice, nice. You're kind of a natural at this. Leaning on deadbeats comes easy to you. I like that. You know, if you like this kind of work, I can get you more. A lot more. You think you can handle running with my, associates? That's what I'm talking about. I like your style. All right. I'll call ahead and get a hold of Nevamora. She's second to the big boss himself. Head out to Europa. You'll find her there. I suggest you listen to whatever she has to say. Oh, and I've taken care of that Aurora shipment for you too. Don't spend all that cash in one place.
This old captain thing really well. Hey, when you're not busy, let's chat. I've been thinking a lot about my early days in Constellation lately. Got me pretty nostalgic, and I started digging in some old things. Just sort of reminiscing. I found some of Irvin's last messages to me and thought I'd listen to them again to hear his voice. It was surreal, honestly. So most of the messages were everyday things. Lots of excitedly written news about biodiversity and plant life. But one thing stood out. In one of his messages, he mentioned this job that he took at a mine shortly before he died. He said something terrible was happening there. The message was garbled after that. True, but this was different. I recognized this pattern from the war. A portion of the message was encrypted. Well, Vasco helped me decipher it. Turns out the message was from Irvin, and he was begging me to help him. The message was short, but his voice was pained. He was so upset. Yes. Hearing his voice in so much pain was very difficult. I wish I had noticed this message when he sent it. So in this message, Irvin said he was being framed. He said they'll do it again. He asked if Constellation could send more help. His former employers had some job he took before he died. I think it was a mining company. Not exactly sure, but he mentioned a court case. So I think there's a paper trail. No, I just thought it was garbled. I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
Pero tenía un robot que podría haber cachado esa weá, como.
It is, but I was thinking about it and well, it's still wrong, right?
Sí.
So I figured, hey, I can do some sort of a remote investigation here, see what I can find out. There's gotta be a paper trail, right? Now, I happen to have a trustworthy contact who knows a bit about law and owes me a favor. I'd need to pay in advance in case there are any access fees or bribes. That works. I'll tell them to go ahead with the investigation. You know, hearing Irvin's voice again made me want to help him, even though I know I can't. Does that make any sense?
Si sale de esos labios carnosos, tiene que ser verdad, weón. No.
I appreciate that. It's going to be hard to get some sleep tonight after all this. But the fact that I'm doing something about it might be enough to help. Hopefully poking around in old records doesn't catch the attention of Hephaestus. Well, anyway, I'll let you know if my contact finds anything. Now isn't the best time.
Ya. Sigamos, guacho, antes que se ponga más rara la conversación. Ay, no he venido para acá. Deja cachar acá. ¿Qué hay para acá? Hay cuestiones para robar, ¿o no? ¿De nuevo va a temblar? Vámonos de este planeta de mierda, weón, ya. Corre, barre, culiao. Ay, el Barret me está regalando comida, pues, man. Eso ya me quiere conquistar. Claro, aquí podemos aterrizar, pues, con todo. Y tenemos que ir a Europa, weón. Este juego sabe cuáles son mis planetas. Marte, Saturno y Neptuno. No, pues Júpiter, no Saturno, Júpiter. Europa está en Júpiter. Orbita Júpiter. Charquicande. Ahí está. Oh, concha tu madre, Europa, weón. Qué bonito el sistema solar de nosotros.
But you aren't about to sign up with any average pirate crew. You're signing up with the Crimson Fleet. That's if you get through this little task I have planned for you. There's a medical supply ship called the Ragana, jumping into Enceladus's orbit. On board that ship you'll find a traitor named Austin Rake. I want him dead. It's done when Rake stops breathing. Head back here when you're finished. And don't keep me waiting for long.
Ava isn't joking. I hope we aren't either.
Rake used to run with the fleet. Hell, I'm the one who vouched for him in the first place. Back then he had a different name and a different identity. He was a damn good earner, too. Brought in a ton of creds. Everything was fine until he wanted out. So he ran. And nobody, I mean, nobody runs away from the fleet.
Me preocupa esto porque tenemos un ex miembro de la flota en Constellation, entonces.
I've been tracking Rick for months. He's making it tough, not gonna lie.
He changes his location and identity so often, it's costing me a small fortune just to keep tabs. But you know what? It's worth every damn cred. He's made me look like a fool in front of Delgado, and I'm gonna have his head on a pike.
Y quiero salir de nuevo. Ah, no, no. Sí, sí está. Sí, se nota, pero se nota poco. El hexágono que hay aquí en el polo de este planeta culiado. Ah, el planeta culiado raro. Ya,
With these crewmen. I do not know who you are talking about. That is Devil's choice. Whoever he was before, he is a member of my crew now. It is a devil's choice either way. But you have a point. Then count. I will not murder my own crewmen. I will not murder a man in cold blood. You will have to kill us all first. Maybe we can work something out.
Exactly. Talks like these always work better in person. We can hash things out, break bread, the whole deal.
Well, normally I would say no, but frankly, it will be safer for us that way. All right, you can dock. We will talk then.
I'm not sure what to make of you being here. If you wanted to kill us, you could have done that from your ship. If you wanted our cargo, we could have jettisoned it. I guess I should just stop talking and let you say your piece. That is true. Which means you don't want somebody to know what you are really up to. Now, do you mind telling us what this is all about? You really do not know which one of us is Rake, do you?
And you do not seem to care either, which makes me think you really want to save him. Okay, I have idea. We can strike his name from Manifest, make it so he was never on board. Then, when we dock, we will leave him on this ship and deliver him to another port. First you offer peaceful solution, and now you make threats. I am not sure I trust you at all. You are asking me to betray my own crew.
Puta, volví más a esta wea.
It's true. I do not know him that well. And some of what he says is suspicious. Any decision that ends with a crew member dead is not one I am going to make.
Sí, su reputación de capitán sería la chucha.
Damn. I do not really have a choice here, do I? Shit. Is there no other way? Maybe so. But that does not make it easy. Alright, I will do it. I've got no love for the fleet. And if Rake was one of them, my loyalties with him end. But, if I do this, you have to promise to spare the rest of the crew. And leave the supplies for New Homestead.
Is that all it takes for you to flip on me, Dimitri? Unbelievable.
It is either you or all of us, Austin. I'm sorry.
¿Qué haces aquí, mayor culio? A ti te mataría, bro. No, mentira, bro.
You know, I almost bought it. All that crap about helping people and making a difference.
Ya esta cuestión se está poniendo fea.
But at the end of the day, you're no different from the fleet. When push comes to shove, you only care about yourself.
New Homestead need these supplies.
Well, they don't need it now.
This is terrible. I don't even know what to say.
Was Austin really a member of the fleet? But he seemed so normal.
¿Y cómo se supone que tienen que ser, weón?
What an awful situation.
Cállate, mayor
I don't know
culiao.
if I even blame Rake after what the captain said.
What an awful
I'm
situation.
all ears.
I don't know if I even blame Rake
Okay.
after what the captain
Right.
said.
Qué palpico, weón. Bueno, lo más probable es que de nosotros juzguen el resultado y no los medios.
Damn mercs just don't know how to take a hit. Hey, Brooke, you wanna help me with some target practice?
Esperando.
No one messes with the Crimson Fleet.
Bien, morimos todos. Por la puta, de nuevo me pasé, weón. El otro, ahí está.
Thanks for the help with the ecliptic. I had it under control, but it definitely went faster after you jumped into the fight. Now tell me about the Ragana. Give me some good news, then we can go celebrate. Huh. No kidding. That'll make Delgado happy, seeing as our hands are clean. I would have preferred if you hadn't left witnesses behind, but at least you got the job done. Anyway, you wanted into the Crimson Fleet? Well, you're in. Yep, it's that simple. Hope this business with Rakes taught you something. Because I'm about to stick my neck out and vouch for you. If you screw up, and I wind up looking like an asshole, I'm gonna send someone after you. We clear? You better stow that crap before you make me change my mind. And now that you know the deal, it's time to see what you signed up for. I'm gonna upload the coordinates for our headquarters in the Crick system. Spacers call it the key, the fleet calls it home. Head out there as soon as you can. Don't keep me waiting long.
I guess that makes you a pirate of the Crimson Fleet. All that's left to do now is to get yourself an eye patch and a parrot.
Sí, weón. ¿Por qué estoy haciendo la idea de que estos buenos van a tener más naves que la chucha, weón?
Vigilance indeed. So many of these fine folks joined SysDef due to tragic circumstances.
I had a friend on the Regana. I hope I'll be able to see him next time we're on shore leave. Yes? What? Howdy.
We're back. Anything to report?
Bastante.
We received word you boarded the Regana. I don't care if Rake was with the fleet. The pilot and his crew were not. What you did was uncalled for. You coerced the pilot into taking a crew member's life. He had no choice but to comply. You cannot simply pass off the burden of the job whenever it suits you. Understood? Well said. Let's hope the next time your actions match the integrity of your words. Now I want to make this crystal clear. You do what you can to stay in the fleet, but there is an ethical line we cannot cross. Do something like this again, and you're out. Permanently. But for now, we will continue with the briefing. Were you at least able to join the fleet? Then it worked. You're in. As distasteful as your methods were, at least you managed to complete the job. Now it's time for the next phase of the mission.
Our intel on Saoirse was correct. After we received reports on your interaction with Adler Kemp, we picked up on your rendezvous with Neva Mora.
Our files indicate she's second in command, so getting on her good side will ensure you get into the Crimson Fleet. Yes, you passed your first test and you're still alive. But before we get too confident, that either means she suspects nothing, or she intends to make an example of you later. Just remember, these are ruthless criminals, so don't let your guard down.
and their ruthlessness is only surpassed by their cunning. You should proceed with caution, regardless of how well you think you've ingratiated yourself.
So what's next for you on Neva's agenda? Where you'll meet Delgado, no doubt.
Delgado is the leader of the Crimson Fleet. I have a profile here with some information on his background. You'll want to know the individual cadences of every member of the fleet, but Delgado's most of all.
I wonder if the files mention any of his poker tales. Pirates and gamblers are basically part of the same genus.
You will be thankful you did the homework when it comes time for the test. In any case, now that you're with the fleet, you'll be operating independently. We will shadow you eventually, but we'll need to maintain our distance for now, especially while you're on the key. This will also give us time to bolster our defenses, should we need to engage with the fleet in the future.
Sir, on that note, shall we begin implementing the upgrade to our shields?
Immediately, Lieutenant. Notify the engineers and relay the information to the crew. I hope your entry into the fleet has overcome any doubts you may have had regarding your mission. It certainly increased my estimates on success. Keep up the good work. We'll expect further reports. Dismissed.
Hey.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué te pasa? Te empujo, buena, ¿qué chucha te creí? ¿Por qué tenéis pechugas? ¿Crees que no te voy a empujar, weón? Te meo, weón, te meo, ven barret, ven barret. No te metas con la loca. Chao, Sisters. ¿Viene Barret? Pues Barret. Ya, vámonos de esta weón. Quiero ir a Alpha Centauri 4. Más rápido así. No. Corre, Barret, corre. Vamos a ver qué nos preparan los artefactos.
This place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
You have a set of orders for me today.
Why? Was there a concern that I would not contribute to the mission?
No, of course not. We thought you might be hurt.
Oh, then thank you, but it was not necessary. We succeeded.
Se preocupan por ti, Andrea.
Look at you two. I'm jealous. I tried following up on some leads myself, but came back empty-handed.
They could be anywhere, can't they? Embedded in a rock, or in the hands of an unsuspecting novelty goods trader? I catch myself just staring at the collection sometimes, wondering what it all means. Maybe that's how our ancestors felt when they were looking up at the stars for the first time.
They didn't just gawk at the stars, Mateo. They explored. They tested. Science brought us to space, not daydreaming.
I disagree. What's the point of science if not to enable humanity's dreams? And where do those dreams come from?
Not every dream is a pleasant one. I agree with Noel. The work is what moves us forward.
You're with me, right? Science or dreams? Which one is the true muse of space exploration? Another realist has joined our ranks. I'm outnumbered.
The truth hurts, Mateo.
Science is a scaffold for our hopes to materialize. We cannot build dreams upon dreams.
You know what? I just realized I completely overtook this whole conversation. This should be about you and Andreja celebrating a win for the group.
I do not mind being asked to join in a debate. It was good to hear everyone's sides. But I do agree that we accomplished something together. Thank you for your help. I have no objections. Let us see what else we can find out there.
Noel, pulling some interesting data from those new artifacts. Tell the Rook to meet me back on board the station.
Roger that, Vladimir. He's on his way.
¿Qué guay quería Vladimir? Vladimir. Ya, vamos con Vladimir. Hay que reparar la nave.
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the blackest sea, I found an interesting pattern. The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one. The ones we found, anyway. No telling what this is, but you can feel that excitement in the air, can't you? It's something important. Going to send you the mark close as I can, but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work. Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open. And from there, maybe you catch a smile and uncover the source of it all.
Andrea. Veo saliendo mucho humo de esta nave.
Welcome back.
Sí, vamos a bajar a reparar la nave. Sí, vamos a dejar reparando la nave y lo vamos a dejar hasta acá nomás, weón.
Security here is so visible. I suppose it makes people more comfortable. Most people, anyway.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cost... You were able to land it, so I'm sure whatever's broken can be fixed. I'm sure you can find something you like. Sure, have at it.
Que esto, heredero, los componentes estructurales son en gran medida elementos estéticos que permiten modificar la forma, tamaño y personalidad de la silueta de la nave. Ya, esta opción es para color de seleccionar. Abajo está por ahí. Ya, ¿qué podemos añadir? Ah, son caritas las cuestiones, reactores. Cuartos. Bueno, voy a dejar esto como por acá y agregar algo ahí y añadir otro grabador, entonces cuarto, quiero agregar ¿cuánta plata tengo? 37,624. Buena, ¿eh? Quedó fea, weón. Ya, nos mejoremos que esta cuestión. Esto es láser de pulsos dragón. Opciones. Deshacer, rehacer, duplicar. Ya quiero añadir. Armas, pues, weón. ¿Qué errores tengo? Está buena. Ah, ¿qué hice? Estoy puro weón. Ya veamos, no, mejoremos. ¿Qué hora es que ya vienen? Ah, oh, ya viene a huevear al Micho. Ya, láser de pulsos, podemos mejorarlo, ¿no? Generador de escudo. Progresión reactor. El reactor podríamos mejorarlo. Ya. Dejamos hasta acá. Y después empezamos desde la logia porque voy a vender cuestiones que me tiene Barret, el COE. Vasco parece que también me tiene cuestiones y no hay más para vender y empezar a actualizar cuestiones en la logia. Adiós.